People think right now that I'm getting paid by the DNC. Like they think that I'm the one they
You're a
chose.
shill.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a call yet.
I wish you would stick to comedy too, because
I would.
funny boy.
No, I want money at this point. I just want money at this point.
Do you? Well, you don't. You're not on social media.
I have it, yeah, but I try
you don't
not to.
post and stuff.
I've been
Sometimes I
looking.
post.
Yeah,
I mean, I do post a lot about all sorts of stuff, and when I do, obviously,
Yeah.
when I do post about politics, which I'm just a
Right.
guy who has
Yeah.
opinions about the world I live in,
Yeah.
and people get very upset and say you should stick to comedy. I get that every time, and I'm wondering if that's now just a
Shut up and dribble, they're saying.
yeah. If that's now just like an AI, a bot. Is that a bot? Can we figure out if they're bots or those people out there who really feel that way?
No, those are the critics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are like guys at the Times. Those are like those are smart guys that are doing that.
Right.
Yeah. I like his fake talk show laugh for that shit joke that I just made.
Well, it is. Should I punch it up for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do another take of my laugh.
Okay.
Just keep it clean.
Well, those guys are probably college professors. And, yeah. Okay. I don't know. I've heard you speak about like where you've seen comedy go in the last couple of years, and
Gonna be like Mark Norman again. Oh, okay. Where did I see it go?
yeah, I mean, like you deal with it a lot in office hours. Like you do it sort of in the sense of like parody. Like you
Yeah.
did that Rogan parody, and then you did
Yeah.
the Maher parody, which is so funny.
Thank you.
But like, does it suck? Do you think it sucks now?
You know it does.
But it's always kind of sucked, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, sure, I guess. I mean, I guess the thing that's changed from my perspective, I mean, yeah, comedy, when I was in the 80s and 90s, there was like 90% kind of middle of the road crap that was filling time or was fine. Wasn't for me. But then, like, 10% of the time, Norm Macdonald would come up there or somebody like that, and you'd be like, this is crazy. This is great.
Yeah.
Like, I love this guy. Like, so I'm always going to have that kind of, refined or like, I love comedy so much that I don't accept stuff that's just hacky. But I also don't mind. I mean, but it's also my definition of that.
Yeah.
So there's that whole thing of just like personal preference, and there's comedians that are playing to a wide audience is generally not going to be for me. But it's not that it's terrible. But I think
it's hipster. It's kind of hipsters to say that.
There's plenty of the hipsters stuff that isn't for me either.
There's definitely stuff that's for a wide audience that you like. Norm was pretty wide.
That's true, but
Hello, and welcome. It's me and Morgan. Wait, did I add you? Nope, there you are.
Oh,
There's
there I am. Hi, there. I'm here.
Welcome.
And
welcome.
there.
Here we are.
Hi.
Surprise.
Squeak.
So you want to see something kind of concerning?
Sure. I love
This guy,
being concerned.
You remember Joe Biden?
I've
Remember
heard
how
the name.
old he is? He's so old that he would sometimes stumble on his words.
Sure.
And he maybe like needed to go to bed a little bit earlier or something like that.
Right. And that was the reason he couldn't be president anymore.
That's why he didn't run for president. Yeah.
Couldn't talk anymore.
Right. And then that's unrelated to that. Here's this.
Trump for the past day or so at this G7 summit in France, and there's clearly something going on with his health. He's looked awful. I mean, just look at him in this picture trying to sit down. It did not go well for him. His voice has been incredibly hoarse. He keeps...
happy Juneteenth for sure.
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. Every single year, I look forward to the Juneteenth tradition of relearning what exactly Juneteenth is.
Is
And
the
like, I
days
know it
all...
vaguely, but like the details are just kind of escape every time.
Oh, nice. You got a day off for it. Sweet.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
walking in the wrong directions. He doesn't seem to know where he is at times, what's going on at times. His ankles look incredibly swollen. I mean, let's just go through some of the things I've noticed. First, there was this photo, and if you zoom in on Donald Trump's hand, you could see that once again, he's got the makeup caked on. Here's another shot of his hand from today.
God.
And so that was just his right hand. When you look at his left hand, you see that he has this little weird mark right over here. There's a quick
What is
close-up for
that?
you. Here's a photo that Ukrainian President Zelensky posted on his social media, but let's zoom in for a second. Once again, you see that intense swelling in his ankles.
God damn. He's not
Then there was this moment where he needed Indian Prime Minister Modi to help him get up a tiny little step.
if you're reaching for Modi to balance you, you know, you're in bad shape basically. You know, how old is he? Like same age basically, I think, right?
Oh God, how old is he now? Yeah, because he was. Now I'm curious.
He is let's see. 1950.
1950, so he is 76.
Okay, a couple of years younger. All right.
This moment after a photo where he starts wandering in the wrong direction.
I remember Biden did that a couple times, and they lost their fucking minds.
They lost their mind, and not just like the Republican media, just like the regular ass corporate news media.
Yeah.
You can see Macron.
Fucking Macron, he's from what I understand, not such a great guy. But like, he is kind of a minch, I think they would call it, for looking out for Donnie like that, right?
Yeah,
Like, hey, Don, you're wandering off, but you get the fuck over here.
just get over here, man. Come on.
You're gonna make you look bad.
Right.
And the other leaders
Worse.
say, other side, you're going in the wrong way, and redirect him. Then there was this strange moment where he grabs Bridget Macron's hand and doesn't let go.
Oh well, boy. Tell you what,
He's just
Candace
taking.
you gotta have a field day with that. Candace Owens, you know her.
Yep. I got nothing.
Yep. Well,
he
I mean,
also
fair,
did
it
like
was
the
more
wrong
his-
mustard.
It was more this color of like his skin than it was the suit, really.
Yeah.
He seems to completely lack the strength in his right hand to do his typical handshake.
He just seems on autopilot, man. Like
There was also this moment where the
this one is crazy. This one is where they're like literally calling attention to everybody to turn a certain direction to take a picture at the table, and everybody
He just does not.
He's just like staring out the window like he's in the fucking nursing home or something. And he's not there.
world leaders were posing for a photo around this table, and Trump just doesn't seem to know where he is at all. He's just standing there looking off to the side while everybody else is posing.
Regardez-les, derrière vous.
He's just standing there, not moving, doesn't seem to know where he is, not reacting at all. And here's how that final photo turned out, courtesy of Reuters. You can see Trump here staring off to the side. Then you can see here as French President Macron is speaking, Trump is struggling to keep his eyes open.
I've heard this is a thing like based on the
Yeah.
age. You know, if that's true, then that's
Weird. Yeah. Not great.
It was another time or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's France. It's another
France.
basically.
Yeah, I'm not going to defend either of the Macrons. That's fine. Other than like, I guess against Candace Owens' weird transvestigation.
Well, that's the one thing. It's like, yeah, okay, you know.
Okay,
maybe lay off that.
Candace. Yeah,
Weird.
maybe lay off the crack.
Falling asleep sitting there, too. Well, okay, so with all that in mind, it's no wonder that we had a peace deal that did not actually institute any peace.
No.
And is actually it's kind of it seems to me the way it was set up from Trump's perspective is to seem like they're at least getting things back to the way they were prior to the war, right? But then it's got that 60-day kind of trigger for things to change,
Right.
which I think is important because it's like, yeah, we got the straight, before everything went to shit automatically, basically. But like whenever it seemed for half a day like it was going to be a deal, it was like, well, okay, the Strait of Hormuz is going to be open again. Cool. For 60 days.
Right.
And it's like, so what are they going to do at the end of the 60 days? Because I've been saying this whole time, there's no fucking way Iran's giving back the strait with the same conditions that it was in before.
Right.
Because they have an unbelievable leverage now, and they know they do.
Mhm.
Like, it's fucking enormous. They would be stupid to give that up.
Well, and I think because I think one of the things people talk about is like, well, okay, well, why didn't they do this before? Well, I think before they didn't realize exactly how able to disrupt trade they were. Like it was
Mhm.
on paper they had an idea, but like
It was like with the response to our bombing them this time. They had come up with this plan. The leader that we blew up
killed, yeah.
he had come up with this plan that, like, okay, if they attack us again, this was after last year's attack,
Yeah.
then we're just gonna kind of do the crazy guy thing, and we're gonna be like,
Right.
I'm crazy, I'm gonna bomb over here, I'm bombing over there, and fucking freak them out, and that's what they did, and I
Right.
think that they surprised themselves with the result.
Yeah.
Like they were like, holy shit, like we're kind of holding our own, where some drones are getting fucked up, but like America's, just said they're almost out of missiles and shit. Like,
Right.
it's
Well, like
it's-
we dismantled like radars and stuff in other parts of the world to move them to the Middle East because
Mhm.
Iran bombed them.
yeah,
which
we
left
took
a
all their bases
bunch
in the
of
Middle
our-
East. Oh, shit.
Yeah, which but made a bunch of our allies pissed because it's like South Korea's like, well, hold on a minute, we're using that.
Right.
That's we
America first, baby. I
Right.
mean, the asterisk, unless it's Israel.
asterisk. Right.
Uh,
Well, and
because,
speaking of, I have to imagine the reason this deal is going to go nowhere in a hurry is because the Israeli government and all sides of the Israeli government freaked the fuck out.
yeah. Matter of fact,
They
I
freaked
present
out.
you what may be the most evil tweet ever tweeted.
All right, let's see what the most evil tweet ever tweeted. Can we get a dramatic
I
reading?
know I set things up as a joke a lot. That's not what I'm doing right now.
No, this is probably serious. Yeah.
So Ben Gvir, he is the I guess the defense minister of Israel. I've heard of him before, which means that
I've heard the name. Yeah, so
there's
it's not
something
good.
unique about him, meaning he's a fucking extremely virulent fucking anti-Muslim piece of shit. Here you go. For every tear of an Israeli mother, 1,000 Lebanese mothers must weep. All of Lebanon must burn. With all due respect to the Americans, Israel must make it clear to the entire world that the blood of our sons and the security of our citizens are not forfeit. All of Lebanon must burn. Our supreme duty is to protect the citizens of Israel and the soldiers of the IDF, and this commitment takes precedence over every other consideration. I told the Prime Minister, even in our private meetings, for every tear of an Israeli mother, 1,000 Lebanese mothers must weep. Enough with the ping pong. In the Middle East, you don't win with measured responses and restraint. You need to go berserk, to obliterate, to crush the terror.
So now let me just like pull us all back a minute, because I think it's easy to forget how we got here.
Mhm.
Okay, not even that far. Let's go back to October 7th and the Gazan genocide. Okay, so this all kicks off with that, or this round of mowing the grass, as certain awful people put it.
Mhm.
What did the nation of Lebanon, did the country Lebanon declare war on Israel? No.
From what I've been learning, no, that Israel has made a few incursions into Lebanon over the decades. Just kind of.
So this
Speaking
is that there is no. It's not even like, oh, there's a terror, because like before, in the before time, when they would do something like this, there was some terrorist group, Hezbollah, was okay. We're going into Lebanon or into Syria to fight Hezbollah. We're going to attack Hezbollah, their missile sites and stuff. Okay, all right, sure, fine. I believe that's enough for me to, like, if I'm just like someone casually paying attention to the news, going, okay, that I can see that. All right, well, now we need to, in the words of this gentleman, and I quote, all of Lebanon must burn. Why?
So
Lebanon didn't attack you. You're not at, that what to what end? What? This is just cuz. This is just completely like, fuck it. We're going to wipe out a country. We're going to burn a country to the ground.
I mean, this is not just like waging war and like doing it, from as like a at a distance from, kind of decoupling the human cost of it, like a lot of people probably do,
Right.
in government. This is like, no, I want to see the fucking blood. I want to hear the cries of mothers and stuff like that. This is fucking
Right. This is fucked up, and this is some Nazi shit, right?
Mhm.
Um,
So just
and
the
it,
go ahead. Sorry.
and this is in response to because from the leaks from inside the White House that one of the reasons that this 60-day memorandum of understanding came out that was part of it was that the Trump administration went it alone in these negotiations without Israel at the table. They cut them out. Like, well,
Which
you're not helping.
was never going to work. I don't know. I mean, you have to be like a dementia addled, syphilitic brain, fucking, shit in your pants and falling asleep and at world meetings kind of president to think that work.
So, what kind of president do we have?
The pedophile kind.
Oh, right. Shit, you're right. Damn it. Hate it when that happens.
So I'm kind of looking here to try and catch myself up on exactly how this all plays. So the this round of fighting, this bout started in March when Lebanon, or Hezbollah rather, fired some rockets over into Israel in retaliation for the killing of Iran's leader.
Right.
So
because for those who don't know, Hezbollah is a terrorist organization that's funded by the Iranian government.
Okay. So that's the justification that we use to be like, oh yeah, they're terrorists, they're supporting terrorism. It's like, but they don't go after the Saudis, for example.
Right. Well, and the Lebanese government is not on good terms with Hezbollah. And their policy is, okay, well, if Israel wants to go fuck them up, that's on Hezbollah's head be it. This is a completely unprovoked escalation because they have gone beyond the territory that Hezbollah holds. They're just like, we're just going to go after all of Lebanon.
Well, because the fact is they want Lebanon. They want the land. They want
the land.
They want it for decades, and so all of this is like pretense, and just acting like it's some aggrieved thing, right? I mean, I'm sure it is to some degree, but like, so 47 people were killed today, in Lebanon following a series of Israeli strikes. IDF said it struck 80 targets linked to the Iran-backed armed group Hezbollah and killed dozens of its members. I mean, how many of them motherfuckers are there? Because it seems like they bomb the shit out of them a lot. And it's like, I guess they just keep producing members. I don't know.
Well, it these groups aren't small, right? They're thousands of people, and it turns out like, okay, so let's say I am not a member of Hezbollah. Let's say I live in the northern parts of Lebanon. I can't remember the name of the river that kind of is the dividing line that they talk about in this stuff, because I am not the most well informed on this, but I try to keep up. Well, now Israel is bombing my shit and rolling into my neighborhood. Well, who's fighting Israel? Well, it's Hezbollah. Or if it's not Hezbollah and Israel bombs you, what are they going to call you? Hezbollah. If you defend your home against Israeli attack, you're Hezbollah. It doesn't matter. As far as Israel's going to tell it, that's what happened. So, we're getting that 47 number from, I imagine, the Israeli government, from the IDF.
I don't even know what to say. It's fucking upsetting. Like I don't.
Well, and they're trying. They wanna.
So I know who I don't envy ever, but like especially right now, but really ever, is JD Vance. He is walking a line. I don't know if he's trying to. Anyway, he's not doing it very well, but he's trying. Because he seemingly does. I mean, he purportedly never wanted this war to happen. Try to advise against this war happening because he's nothing if not. Well, you know what's interesting about JD Vance is he's very politically shrewd.
Yeah.
In theory, but he's not able to execute shrewdness.
Right. He can't. He's the wrong type of weasel to be politically shrewd when it's like on the line, right?
He's a Ken Starr type, you know. You got to have him in the background doing shit, but somebody decided to put him up front, you know.
Peter Thiel.
Yeah, that's right. So he had said he's vague posting about Ben Gvir. He said, if I was in the cabinet of the Israeli government, this is Vance, I might not be attacking the only powerful ally that I have anywhere left in the entire world, he told reporters.
He's right.
He's right. I mean,
I'm gonna give him this one. He's in this instance, JD Vance said a true thing.
Well, he pulled out of the Switzerland trip he's supposed to go to for further peace talks.
Oh, I missed that. I didn't know he
Yep.
pulled out of that.
So he postponed it, or the whole thing's been postponed rather. Oh goddamn, fucking ads. Oh my god, so many ads. White House announced late on Thursday that Vance would not be traveling to the talks and said the logistics had not been simple or predictable.
Well, and the president has made him the fall guy for this. Like Trump is like this
He
is
literally, so as Kyle Kalinske says, he describes Trump as being previously he was a low filter guy. Now he's a no filter because his brains are melting. And so he just now, and he's actually said on camera, you know, if this goes well, I'm going to take all the credit, and if it goes bad, I'm blaming JD Vance.
Right.
Like, okay, I mean, we knew that you were going to do that.
We knew that.
Clearing it up. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's.
So he went on JD Vance is he's got a book out, which is apparently very, very full of bullshit.
It's basically JD Vance like declaring himself anti-pope, but like very passive aggressively.
Mm-hmm. It was also just like lying because he's like talking about, you know, how he understands now the need to have people forgive him for his mistakes and misdeeds and stuff. And it's like, this is the guy that right before the election was saying, yeah, I lied about the fucking Haitians eating dogs. I don't care.
Right.
You know,
I don't care. Yeah.
Fuck you. I'll lie to you.
Well, this is the guy who. He was on The View. That's right. I saw something about that.
This is great.
Oh.
He tries. He gets, you know, kind of passed around by these ladies. Just kind of they don't do the best job in some of these examples, but what's her name? Anna, forget her last name. She does a pretty good job holding his feet to the fire and shit.
We're anti-minority or anti-black.
No, I didn't say that. I asked. See?
Well, okay, fine. Fair.
Don't start any stuff
All
with
right,
me,
okay,
man.
all
Don't
right.
get me in trouble.
So you got this guy, good channel. Check him out.
Yeah.
Reflecting pool. Oh, don't forget the Arch de Trompe, I call it, and a White House cage match. All these things. Why is he doing them when you just everybody knows that Americans are struggling? What is he spending all this money for?
Well, I got to defend the president on the hoax point. What the president said is the idea that Republicans caused the affordability problem is a hoax.
That's a lie.
But they did.
But he's also lying about what the president said.
Right.
He's just, I mean,
it's two-factor deception. It's two-factor lying, right? All of it, every word is the premise, and the words are lies.
I mean, it does give me a little bit of hope that like basically nobody likes this guy. I don't think MAGA really is like super enamored.
No, they don't.
Because you just like, to me, whenever he speaks, and even if I don't know that he's lying, I'm still pretty sure he's lying.
Well, so here's a bunch of reasons MAGA doesn't like him. They're not the reasons you and I don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
So, because MAGA is a diverse coalition of the worst people you've ever met, who collectively have like 3 brain cells somehow, it kind of falls into 3 documented camps I've managed to find. The first camp is he married an Indian woman and therefore he's a race traitor.
Right. But then he didn't even defend her whenever she was attacked. Like she,
Right.
It's like, dude.
So, second, he's a Catholic, which means he's not Christian as far as a great many American Christians are concerned. Catholics are pagans.
Shit, Starscream.
You know what? That's an insult to Starscream.
That's a new archetype, I think. From now on, he's a Starscream type,
Yeah, he wants to be.
And I think that's Starscream's the one that's like, thinks he thinks he's gonna. I'm next in line. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I just gotta, impress the boss.
Never does it
at the right moment and stuff. Yeah.
Well, and betray the boss, right? Because he never he's never gonna. He's always looking to betray Megatron. Where I don't think JD Vance has the testicular fortitude that Starscream demonstrates, despite Starscream not having testicles.
There's a lot of reports, and I think they're probably true, that some of the stuff that's been leaked throughout the whole administration, especially this year, has been from him.
I believe it.
Because he's trying to, basically carve some narrow escape hatch out of this administration that he can come out unscathed and somehow run for president, because, God damn it, so much money's being put into him for that.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to let the boss down.
And I think that's true. If you go back to the Biden administration, inflation got up to 9% under the Biden administration, okay? Right now it's at 3.5%. By the way, too high. We're doing everything that we can to bring it back down to 2.5%, which is where most people would like to see it.
He just said he loves the inflation.
What he said, Anna, what he said is that he loves the fact that the inflation is going to come down when this war is over. That's what he said.
That's not what he said.
That wasn't a direct.
Are you his interpreter or are you his vice president?
All right, so this is pretty much the job of anybody.
Execute laugh.
You're right. Yeah, Starscream also has a better laugh.
I mean, look, he's changed his name like 3 times.
Yeah.
Which, okay.
That he's undergone the Vance Dance revolution.
Around Trump is to constantly defend and explain the stupid statements that he makes. He did say that the inflation will come down after the war. That doesn't really make sense that he said he loves it, though. Why is it a good thing to drive up the prices just to drive them down? The point is that this was not a policy ever aimed at reducing inflation, and most of Trump's policies aren't. At best, what you could say is that he views all of these different policies as leverage points that he can use to inflate the prices in the market, or maybe get a good buy-in on something, get a deal from a certain company that wants a policy to be implemented a certain way. But if we do get this actual deal, this Iran deal, then a lot of the right, including the people who have been upset about this Iran stuff, are going to go back to saying, well, Trump brought the prices down and blah, blah, blah. Even this thing that JD Vance says about how, inflation was so high during the Biden administration, that was at its peak, and it was already coming down during Biden's administration, which was the best that they could hope for during the Trump administration, was to continue that trend of inflation coming down. For a little bit they did, then soon as Trump's actual policy started kicking in, it fucked everything up, especially the Iran war. But in this next part, this is where they get into the Epstein stuff, and you see a little bit more of JD Vance's weaseling around on this, and there's a lie that he gets away with here that I really wish they had been able to better catch him on. But here's them on Epstein.
One of the things you see in the Epstein emails is that Jeffrey Epstein hated Donald Trump, and that Donald Trump literally reported Jeffrey Epstein.
No, he didn't. That's a lie. Fucking
false.
Hey, I was this pisses me off so bad, because you just look up any news report about it, and this is obviously a lie. He did not turn him in. He didn't call the cops on him. He heard that they were investigating him, and he then called the police. And it's obvious why he did this, because he was trying to create some distance between him and And what he called and did was he didn't tell him anything. He just said, "Oh yeah, I'm glad you're investigating that guy. He's not a good guy. It's crazy. Good thing getting him off the streets." Yeah,
it's CYA behavior, right? It's oh yeah, I heard something too.
It's the most fucking you know, presumably they were whatever version of friends people like that have, you know, but just that's so. I don't even know if I would do that to somebody I really just don't like. I mean, I've been in a situation where I know someone that I didn't like, got in trouble with the law. It's not like I fucking, you know, I don't know. It just seems fucking.
I think for for the shit he did, yeah, I'd turn that over.
Yeah, I mean, but it's kind of risky on Trump's part, right? Because you know, he's trying to create a breathing room between him and create any kind of like
Sure.
but at the same time that could backfire, you know, because he's literally doing the same stuff. He was either
Right.
You know.
Oh yeah. And you know, it's not like Trump talked about it on interviews.
So what's interesting here is that on the I've Had It podcast channel, that they uploaded a short about this, and she was watching it on a TV, like in the video, and I guess I think they cranked up the saturation on the video, but still, it was very, very orange. He was so orange in this, and you could tell, you can still see it here, that this is like a new thing that he's applying orangeness to himself now.
Right. He's trying to orange himself up to,
Yep.
you know.
He knows Trump is on his way out. He's fucking dying, and he's like trying to. That's why he's going around, got his book out and everything. It's fucking so obvious.
So did I tell you when I was out for work, I managed to infiltrate his old Senate office in his home state?
No.
Yeah, I actually saw some of the edits taken out from the book. So apparently, the reason he's Catholic, according to the leaked copy of his book I managed to obtain, it is that he saw a pew in a church and he thought, finally, a couch that's as hard for me as I am for it.
Yeah, that tracks, man. Yeah, I believe it.
That's why he's Catholic.
He looks like Homelander.
Homelander's actually kind of attractive, though. Like, JD Vance is like.
I mean, if you're saying that he has the same vibe of like desperate insecurity, sure, I can sense that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, do they love me yet? I just want them to love me. Yeah, and what a piece of shit. I've been working on my song that is about it's kind of a twofer. It's about him and Charlie Kirk. Pretty fun song. Come along. Not ready to debut it yet, but it's pretty fun. Got some good lyrics in there.
Well, that means that's what Peter Thiel wants you to think, because it's a much less embarrassing story for his patsy. But really, it just comes back to the couch thing. It always comes back to the couch with JD Vance.
Yeah, I think it was the couch thing for sure.
Yeah.
All right, fuck this guy. Except that I made this thing. Pull this up here. It's like
the fuck, dude.
It kind of grows and it's just like, oh no, he nothing has changed. He looks exactly the same. No, I made a thumbnail and I was like, and the thing I make thumbnails in, you can do animations now with the images, and I was like, I'll try animation, sure. Because I kind of anticipated talking about him. He's been all over the place lately, and he really fucking pisses me off.
Well, and he's you know, he's everybody's fall guy, right? Like, and Trump knows that, like, or he did. Who knows now that his brain is stupefying. That, like, Vance was kind of hoisted upon him as his, like, this guy's gonna be your VP. Surprise.
Yeah,
so he knows
if
Vance
you
is
to support you. You have to do this kind of thing,
right? And so he knows that, like, these people, you know, they want him to croak so Vance can take over, and so Trump is doing things, just giving him jobs to, like, fail at, right? Like, he's the fraud czar in the most fraudulent administration in history.
Well, depending on how much you want to, read into like rumor of gossip kind of stuff about the, dynamics in the White House, I've seen some stuff saying that basically Trump just kind of almost openly resents him and
Oh yeah, for sure.
like in the White House, like he's just which would be funny to see. Like honestly, I'd love to see some hidden camera footage of Trump just like roasting that motherfucker or something.
That's if Trump wants to go out and be a national hero when he doesn't, he needs to take Vance down with him.
I was gonna say what, kill himself? Yeah, but
Well, preferably in like a twofer.
A double whammy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that would be cool. That'd be cool. So at one point we had a different president.
It's been known to happen.
And he was not a perfect guy.
Nope.
By any means. But look, it's hard not to check this out. So the Obama whatever Memorial Center thing is having their opening ceremony, or had it.
Yeah.
You gotta look at me. You told me all those years ago that you couldn't promise me the world, but you could promise me an interesting life. And of course, you outdid yourself and managed to give me both. I know it hasn't always been easy, but there hasn't been a single second through this experience that standing by your side hasn't left me in awe. 8 years in the crucible, and not once did you melt from the heat. Not once did you let it harden you.
Obviously she's not saying anything about anyone except Obama right now, but like
right,
implications are heavy. Like oh, you didn't melt down, you didn't fucking
lose it
and go on a tweet in the middle of the night for 17 tweets in a row or whatever.
Do you know what's nice? Just wow, a first lady who can say nice things about her partner.
Yeah.
Isn't that swell? Like just
I
like
have
this loving couple.
I have made red Christmas tree. I have put red trees for Christmas. Be best. Yeah. One who can
and here, what's going to be interesting is in like 6 months, when we're like 4 months when we're closer to the midterms, and Melania plagiarizes this speech as well.
Can I tell you? I'm going to share something. I kind of think I kind of low key, like secretly, I've always kind of thought Melania's fucking aesthetic was pretty rad. Like, it's not at all presidential. It's not at all like anything that like should want to see in any presidential environment. But I think it's kind of cool, man. She's got like really kind of like this gothic fucking thing going on. It's like the darkness inside of her that where she sold her soul a long time ago to get with Trump and have some money and some power and stuff. That's like what's coming out whenever she decorates the thing.
Interesting theory.
Look, I'm trying to say she's an artist, okay?
You and her can believe that.
Yeah, it is weird.
Instead, you used it to reveal your truest essence. Your stubborn optimism and unflinching courage, your dazzling brilliance and unpretentious decency, your ferocious work ethic, and absolutely unshakable moral fiber.
So this had me reflecting on what it must be like being president. Now that we know, for instance, we know. I feel like I know more about the inner workings of presidency because of Trump.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Obviously, the dude engaged in a lot of drone bombings,
right?
And that tarnishes a record. But like, I have to wonder. Maybe this is just my impulses. I'm like wanting to kind of forgive him or something in retrospect. But I mean, I think it's valid to think that there's forces that come upon a president that are
Well,
you probably have fucking national security advisors all around you all the time telling you we have to do this or this is going to happen, and if you don't do this, and it's like there's probably some pressure,
Yeah, for sure. But I think that like I don't have to forgive him to recognize bad from worse, right?
Sure. Yeah. No, I mean he was the thing, the guy that basically broke liberalism. You know, at least cracked the foundation of it, right?
Yeah.
Or the surface rather. That's where it was like there's a lot of I mean, shit. His failures lead to Trump.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
don't, you know,
and it's not just his failures, but the reaction to him.
Mm.
That, like, if we had Barry O'Brien as the president, white guy from Boston, to make the worst stereotype possible, I don't think we have the. If they are the same in every other way, but one's an Irish guy and one's a black guy, I think that the movement of the right that we had that centered around his birth certificate conspiracy theories that Trump was a part of, and that he's a secret Muslim that Trump was a part of.
I thought
all
Trump
of
was
those.
the secret Muslim or the birth certificate guy.
He
Like,
was the birth certificate guy. Yeah.
She mentions
So-
that stuff here. She actually mentions all that.
Wow.
Basically, yeah, you know, it's I still believe that he did want to do the things that he said he wanted to do, that got everybody to vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think he was lying about this shit. I think he was pretty fucking naive, probably.
I think he was naive, right? I think that's his biggest sin was that he was naive and trusted people he shouldn't have. Yeah.
Yeah, after the stagnation and the you know, kind of like the war and post 9/11 vibes of the Bush administration, there were the Democrats had developed a pretty strong you know, messaging thing. Hey, that'd be nice if they could do that again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But this
Also,
time
I
they
think
have some stuff behind it too.
that, you know, in a weird way, like in terms of like his agenda, right? Obama had one bite at the apple despite being president for 8 years, right? Like lost the House immediately, lost the Senate,
Mm-hmm.
and then just did nothing for basically 6 years.
Well, I mean, that's,
And
you know,
in the 2 years he got stuff done,
with
so
design
good
too,
things
like,
happened.
by McConnell. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Right.
said, they said out right. This is what we're gonna do. And they did it. Or
Right.
did rather.
So, like, and again, I think this comes back to like what was the big thing they ran against Barack Obama? It wasn't his policies; it was that he's a black guy.
That was such a powerful motivator for them that they actually they were still using it with Biden. It was just like an unsaid
Right.
thing because
Yeah.
Biden's so fucking boring and he was not doing anything like all you know. That's part of his biggest problem was a lot of the positive things that he did were very like technical and behind the scenes, kind of like, you know,
Right.
more long term shit that was gonna, you know, be beneficial until Trump got in, sort all that. But like, you know, so, but that just allowed them to basically just the implication. You know, I still see people saying that Biden was the puppet president for Obama.
Yeah, I've seen that, and it's just like, what are you talking about?
Doesn't make any sense. Obama's not he hasn't been fucking he's living his best life, I assume.
Because I remember lefties and some conspiracy-minded people that were like just sort of conspiracy-minded people who back in 2009 were saying that Obama was Biden's puppet.
Oh wow.
How the turns have tabled.
Yeah, interesting how racism will just make you say crazy shit.
Just the craziest shit.
Whatever makes you feel good in the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. These people. These sons of bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Anyway, yeah, I just want to get to the part where she mentions several of the things here.
Sure, hit it.
And to do it all as a first, and the higher standard that comes with all that, the claims that a U.S. senator and constitutional law expert wasn't qualified for the job, the lies about your birthright, your faith, your patriotism, the outrage when you stated the biological fact that if you'd had a son, that he too would be black. Yet
Dad literally like cited that as like the president was making like kicking the racism hornet's nest kind of thing, because he said, I think it was Trayvon Martin after that one.
Yeah.
And he was like, if I had a son, he'd be black. It's like, oh, very profound. No, I mean, it was actually the way he presented it, obviously was better than that, but
Right.
Apparently that was very
Their
very
reaction to
urban.
that was like, how dare the president have a black son, as though the president wasn't a black man.
I always find it interesting that he's half black, right?
Yeah, right. He's half black.
But as far as like anybody's concerned, he's black, and that's just like white supremacist kind of.
Absolutely.
To me, it's just because why does he have to be? He's both. Why do we have to call out just that part? Because racism. That's right.
Racism, right?
I mean, it's even just like the official records of things. You know what I mean? Like it's just taken for granted that that's how we refer to him, because I don't know, because he's half black.
And it's entirely a like appearance based thing.
Yep. Well, I mean, as race is.
Yep. Just vibes.
Right. Yeah. I mean, dude, like the reason, like you're sitting here listening to her, it becomes clear the reason that they fucking still say dumb shit like that idiot at the White House UFC fucking white trash event. The reason they do that is because she literally represents like a fuck you to their bigotry and to to their misogyny, and it's she's fucking awesome. Like she's
great. Yeah, and I think part of it is they're afraid. They are afraid that one day, and I don't think she would do it. But they live in perpetual fear that she would run for office.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think as far as like a charismatic speaker goes, she's more charismatic than her husband, and her husband is very charismatic.
Yeah.
And she's never not been popular. If she ran, I think she would win. I don't think she wants to run because she's a sane woman who does not want any of that.
I think, for sure. And I think when you think about it, them focusing on that bullshit about her, it kind of wraps up several bigotries at once. And I think that's one of the reasons they enjoy it. Because he gets to essentially say, fuck trans people, fuck women, fuck black people, like, because that's an old racist thing as well to do that. It's
it's the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably was Lady Bird Johnson? I have good associations in my mind with her. Maybe that's because they're from Texas, and I remember there's a stretch of highway outside of Austin that there's like in the summer or spring, there's just like blue bonnets galore on both sides of the fucking highway, and apparently that was her initiative to plant those. So
okay.
Pretty cool.
Hey, my favorite first lady story is that God damn it, now his name escapes me. The president at the end of World War One. Fuck. God damn it. This used to be just on the top of my head, but my brain is
presidential history gets a little wonky pre-Nixon, basically. I do not have that stuff memorized. Have you heard about this this streamer? He's a Kick streamer, if that tells you anything.
Oh God.
Anybody that streams on Kick, they should just be arrested, I think.
Probably.
They should be investigated. No, the Chud the Builder. Have you heard of him?
Didn't that guy get arrested for shooting someone? Woodrow Wilson. Okay.
Woodrow Wilson.
So Woodrow Wilson had allegedly, the legend goes that he had a stroke in office, and his wife hid it from his staff and like weakened at Bernied him through the last chunk of his administration as he was just stroked the fuck out.
Wow. I mean, that seems to be what's happening right now, actually.
Yeah, only it's Stephen Miller with the doing the Weekend at Bernie's thing. But anyways, go ahead about this Chud the Blinder or whatever.
Well, you reminded me that I have some photos that are worth looking at considering the topic, but got a few just examples here of the man himself. There's one. Reagan, I think, was just dementia, right? Like that, he was just
he just had dementia.
Let's see. There's that. Look, some people take naps. Old people take naps. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
But other things are kind of concerning, like taking a nap in the middle of, and he does this basically twice a week now. Oval Office events.
I love the guy on the left there, just like, oh no, again. Have we tried turning the president off and on again? Have we unplugged him and plugged him back in?
I mean, if you're going to turn him on, are there any teenage girls around? I don't know.
Oh, God damn it, Dane.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, it's not a couch. That's. Oh my God, dude.
What the fuck is going on there? Like what is it? Has anybody identified yet? It seems like somebody would have been able to narrow it down. He disappears at the end of every month for several days. That's basically every month now. Toward the end of the month for 6-7 days, he's just out of the public spotlight. And also up until this G7 event thing, he had not been seen in an event standing in quite some time.
Yeah.
And I think you can see why whenever you see him almost falling over throughout the whole any video you see of the event. And I'm just like, somebody has to figure out what it is going on with him by now, right?
Right.
Based on
these
clues.
Thanks, Dr. Midnight. If you're watching live or watching the VOD, click on the thumbs up button to help it grow the channel, and click subscribe and the bell for notifications. Please and thank you. It's a cloning, Mark. They're just decanting a fresh less than a gently used Trump. I don't know, man.
I have a separate folder called billionaires and pedos. That's where it is. Okay. Seems like a good idea to just lump those all together. Seems pretty safe.
Yeah, it really seems like the Epstein class is just like. Well, I think as far as like just Republicans in general, I think we've got more January 6ers that have been arrested for pedophilia than there just are trans people in the country.
They're very much overrepresented,
It really, yeah, like it's someone was arrested for CSAM. Oh, was it a trans person? No, it was a J6er, or it was a priest.
Like maybe nobody explained it to them very well what the pardon meant.
Right, I think
were they just like, oh, I'm pardoned? That means I can do whatever I want now. I'm like, no, that's not what it means. Okay, so yeah, let's try to build a guy. Piece of shit. He would go around on the streams on Kick and just walk up to groups of black people in public, and I believe in the South as well, and just start saying N-word, saying they're chimping out, just fucking disgusting shit. And he's literally provoking people to get pissed off at him.
Sure, yeah, he's picking fights.
He explicitly said on his social media many times that the thing that ended up happening was what basically he was trying to make happen. He said that the season, well, maybe it's going to be in this video, but just some of this, I fucking really hope this guy goes away for a long time.
Me three.
First of all, he's supposedly like 25 or 27. He looks like he's 53.
Cooked. Oh my goodness. So let me just say one time for those of you in the back, this boy's cooked. He's deep fried. It's game over. It's donezo. I want you to understand this ignorant, what's his name? Chud the Builder, Eaton Dartley. I don't even know what his name is. Anyways, this white ignorant threw away his whole life. For what, fam? For what? Can someone tell me? For what? Likes, clicks? His streams weren't pulling numbers like that. I know. I looked at the stream. They weren't pulling numbers like that. Bro, do you understand the clippers of his channel were making more than he was on the channel? I want you to put that in perspective, fam.
Damn.
He dedicated his whole life to try and prove black people were some type of animal and were a bunch of savages. And all during this time,
Oh my God,
he
he took
proved the
50.
opposite, bruh. That the only savage in
30.
He's how much?
Isn't Lucas Amazing Lucas? I don't believe so. No, every video I've seen of him, he's like shitting on, you know, Candace Owens and you know, Chuds, basically.
I've never
I mean,
heard of the guy till just now.
Super progressive in his politics, but he's definitely not on the right.
So this guy is supposed to be 25.
Something like that. Yeah, 27 maybe.
the only animal is exactly what black people have been telling you. It's you.
He's out of line, but he's right.
The only monsters on this planet are you. That's it. That's the crazy part. Everyone else could live peacefully. But
See, let's get to the. I want to get to the court footage.
Oh, get some court footage.
Yeah.
fired a few rounds before he even hit the ground.
Shots were shown to be fired prior to them hitting the ground.
To this officer all this, but he doesn't want to relay it, to Chud. And bruh, it gets worse because he's talking to this officer on the stand, right? And the officer says, hey, it appears that, Chud fired a few rounds before he even hit the ground.
Shots were shown to be fired prior to them hitting the ground.
Shots are being shown to have been fired prior to that?
Yes.
That's what seems to be happening. And that's what people have been saying, that, hey, he was firing before he even hit the ground. Like, what are you talking about, self-defense? And then you talking about he had his hand on the gun or he's pulling, his gun out before anything happened? Bruh, it's not looking good. But what makes this even better, what is delicioso, is the attorney was like,
Okay, so what I was hoping for was them reading some of his tweets, because I've seen a video of that and it's fucking hilarious. I mean, it's terrible because the shit he said.
Right. I'm sure he's got nothing good to say.
Hearing the prosecutor just stand there and read some of this stuff to the judge as like a reason why he should not get a bond or whatever is just like, oh yeah, this dude's fucked so hard. Like,
please and thank you.
Just straight up saying, the season finale is going to be a dead whatever on your timeline. You know what I mean? So like, and then you're going to see black people rioting because of that. And that's going to be great. Kind of, it's like, dude, what?
Into the contraption.
And yet you see fucking Chuds, defending him. But I mean, I guess
how? Why? Well, I know why, but like,
right? Because they're saying it's a free speech thing, right? It's free speech. It's like, no,
threw a gun. No, it's not.
You someone, you're no longer talking about the First Amendment.
Yeah, you have. If you go up to someone, start shouting at them, and then draw a gun on them, no, that is not a free speech issue.
Well, what he did his normal shtick to some dude, and the dude, I guess, like attacked him or something, like physically just hit him or something like that, and then he pulled his gun, and apparently, as they're saying here now, fired, because the story was that he hit the ground and then pulled his gun, and he was defending himself. He was afraid for his life.
Sure.
But now apparently this cop is like, no, he was firing before he hit the ground. So.
Also, I know it's not legal theory, but maybe it's a where I grew up theory. How does it go? Start shit, get hit.
Yeah, FAFO.
If you made your career about starting shit, maybe just hear me out. Learn to get hit.
I mean, that's probably true. That's a whole other conversation. But like, yeah, I mean, yeah.
You usually can't.
More, I don't believe it is a good idea nor really possible to just take guns away from people. Take them off the streets completely. But I think there should be far more, I guess, reactive mechanisms within the law to just like, oh, this person is now in the system for this. Doop, take his guns. You know,
In some places, judges will, as part of a bond agreement, make you turn over your firearms. But that varies jurisdiction to jurisdiction and judge to judge, almost like our legal system is a incomprehensible patchwork of things designed to protect rich people.
anyway, so you know that guy. Hopefully, he gets what he deserves, which is probably at least like a decade in prison. You know,
He deserves to go into the contraption.
I don't think he killed anybody. I don't think nobody died, but you know, thankfully. But you know, he did. He was trying, not for lack of trying. Don't start none, won't be nothing. Yeah, fuck around, find out.
Yeah.
Stupid games, win stupid prizes. There's all kinds of phrases for this. There's all
Right, and it's not a legal theory. It's just human nature.
It's the streets.
Right.
And like
It's just like, yeah, okay. You.
what he reminds me of though is my dad had a friend. I mean, he might still have his friend. I don't know if we're whatever, but like his name, we called him Uncle. He was not my uncle. I've talked about this before a long time ago on stream, but like Uncle Joe would tell us stories with a smile and glimmer in his eye about driving around in the next town over from where we lived, which was the town with far more black people and Hispanic people and stuff. And he would drive around like on weekends late at night, 9-10 p.m. stuff, in his car with his handgun on his lap and just like stare at black people at intersections and stuff and just hope that they fucking did something.
You know what? I know you've told this story before, but like I had a thought about it just now. Did he ever shoot anybody?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did he ever get robbed?
I mean, his son became a very bad addict, and it definitely ended up stealing all the copper out of their house. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, but not when he was doing this like street patrol thing, huh?
Yeah. No.
Doesn't that disprove his theory?
I mean, you would think if racism was based in rationality at all,
right?
Then yes.
Like if we were doing a science that if I just cruise around a neighborhood because I think that the black people are going to rob me and I don't get robbed doing night after night, that's just science. You were wrong. Anyways,
so I get just a pivoting over here real quick. This Marvel story, and I think it's the kind of thing I'm going to start looking out for a lot more.
Yeah, I think you should.
Calling these motherfuckers out because this is fucked up. And I don't know. We could talk about what the reason might be. Not that there's a good one, but so Marvel has not paid a colorist for I think 3 or 4 covers that he's done.
Wow.
Jonathan Glapion says Marvel Comics still has not paid him for 5 covers delivered months ago before deadline. Greg Capullo publicly backed him, calling the non-payment outrageous and saying Marvel ignored efforts. Reports suggest Disney layoffs, including Marvel administration cuts, may be slowing freelancer payments and responses. So I guess that would be the only, I mean, it's not forgivable or understandable, but like that would be because I've seen people on Reddit, of course, who are just like, no, they're doing this because they love exploiting their artists. And it's like, come on, man. Like,
I mean, yes, but they already do that.
They exploit them in the initial agreement. They don't exploit them by just not paying.
Right? Yeah.
My longtime friend is from Greg Pullo, and if Greg Pullo's calling this shit out, then it's
I'm gonna take
some weight behind it.
Yeah, that's a name I recognize and have some respect for. Yeah.
My longtime friend and inker Jonathan Glapion, despite my intervention, cannot get paid for work rendered months ago from one of the big 2. Hint: it isn't DC. Ain't DC. Just outrageous, shameful, totally unacceptable. Comic book inker extraordinaire, now also drawing the curse of Shirley Johnson and No Home Here for Todd McFarlane. And even then, that's where Capullo got his start.
Yeah,
doing Spawn stuff. He's basically was a protege of McFarlane, who, in my opinion, is far better.
He's a very good artist.
McFarlane. Just an aside about him. I saw some people like mad at him because he's like pro AI basically. McFarlane. He did a contest, I guess, last year for draw a Spawn cover or whatever.
Sure.
And one of the winners was actually an AI image. And
okay.
Whenever that was pointed out to him, he was like, "Cool." And so people are like, "What's going on? I thought he's an artist. He should." It's like, you don't understand Todd McFarlane if you think he's an artist. This man's always been capitalist extraordinaire, and he's like that is just his prime fucking drive for everything.
Right. The guy's a businessman first and foremost. That he is also a very good artist is tangentially related.
I mean, you know, I see him kind of the same way I do with like Jim Lee, where like they got to that point where they were literally the best in the business and the best the business had ever seen, and then they just kind of froze.
Right.
You know, I would be interesting to see what would have happened if they hadn't been so successful so quickly. Like, would they have continued, you know, advancing their evolving their craft and stuff? I don't know, but
right.
I will say this recent Superman Spider-Man book,
very nice looking,
very, very good. There's this one story that is by Jim Lee, drawn by Jim Lee, and it was probably the best thing I've seen by him in, I don't know, maybe since the 90s, because I was not really impressed with a lot of his New 52 stuff when he was doing that. It was kind of
Justice League was fine,
but it definitely, you know, seeing his Spider-Man and Superman and Mary Jane and Lois and stuff, and then his Gambit, apparently, because Gambit was also in that story.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like Mary Jane and Lois were. It was mostly a Mary Jane and Lois story.
But that's cool though.
They were like kind of talking about, you know, just kind of what it's like being the girl of a superhero. And then, in the midst of Superman and Spider-Man dealing with some, with the Sentinel, I think it was. Then Gambit is around, and they want to kind of make some jokes at their respective significant others about how hot Gambit is.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Greg Pillow, let's see. Even though the big two are Scholastic and Webtoon these days, Greg means Marvel Comics. That's pretty funny.
Woof.
Jonathan Glapion replied, despite turning the work in before the deadlines, given 5 covers inked. So what I'm wondering is, like, are there others? Because it seems like he can't be the only one, unless it is specifically about him for some reason. Right? Like if it's
all right. So it depends. If it is just like the person responsible for processing contractor paperwork for payment for services rendered whose names end in this range of letters was laid off, and now that work gets shuffled around and it got lost. That's entirely something that can happen in a corporate bureaucracy.
So we got more info. I didn't know this. Marvel didn't respond to the emails I sent yesterday or today. And the thing is, he is not alone.
Oh, there it is.
Kind of deliberate oversight, but Disney's payment systems are famously antiquated.
Yep, there. Okay.
Hardly a new observation, but they will be. They were working okay. They were working okay, even if they were rather labor intensive. People would call up. Checks would be chased. Sorry, I need to turn a little bit more instead of trying to read from the side of my eye. Staff would go out of their way to make sure that whatever the system said, their employees, freelancers, and vendors would get paid. So what happened? Well, you may recall that Disney just fired a whole ton of people, including at Marvel, across the company, at all levels, from the board of the executives to the people doing administration, and mostly the people doing administration, it seems. As a result, people aren't getting paid, and trying to get paid is now an uphill struggle. This should not be a thing. Like, Disney, it's fucking goddamn Disney. They own everything. They're one of the 4 companies that own all the things now.
Right.
Once the fucking merger goes through with whatever, and they're putting out, you know, sometimes some of the best looking, you know, kind of big budget popcorn films that there are. Sometimes even like some of the best, you know, most entertaining, or even just all around good movies. Sometimes.
Yeah.
There's no reason that they shouldn't fucking be paying people. Whatever the reason is, like, as soon as they realize it's a problem, they should be fixed. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just, I don't understand what it all involves. It probably is a lot of, you know, mechanical stuff going on that I don't know.
Right. This is the cost of laying everybody off, right? Is that like, okay, well, we can lay people off and replace them with, you know, AI or whatever. Well, no, you can't. Those things don't work that way. You still need to run your business, and like this is the problem with just how our.
Well, it's a corporate problem.
It's a corporate problem, yeah.
Here, this is what happens with every corporate, you know, layoff, where they don't consider these ramifications whenever they're making the decision to cut some bunch of people for profit reasons.
Right. It's I've heard
If
this same
this line go up, they don't think about, wait a second, how's that going to fuck people over?
like I've seen this thing happen in IT, and I'm not going to name any specific businesses.
The business.
No. Wherein, like, okay, well, the person who's responsible for paying out a contract gets laid off, and so that contract sits unpaid for how long, and then the company that holds the contract doesn't pay the contractors that are hired out to that company because they're not getting paid. They're not going to pay their workers. And it's just entirely because of MBAs and executives who are like, well, we can, does accounts payable really need to be that big? Well, probably yes. If you're making a lot of money, yeah, you need those people to do that work. And to do the human interaction portion of that job, because it turns out it's more than just press button, make money. So yeah, this does not surprise me from Disney at all. And it's embarrassing for them. Pay your fucking artists, Disney.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me from corporate shit.
Yeah, this is something sadly I have seen in other industries, and it's not at all surprising.
Guess we'll see what's going on otherwise. But for the time being, until then, I mean, look, I haven't been buying many comics anyway, really. But I'm definitely not going to be buying any Marvel until at least this problem rather, is resolved.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, unfortunately, my laptop is dying. My charger has not been unpacked for my work trip yet, so I'm going to have to get going.
I only meant to be on for an hour anyway, but just wanted to kind of bullshit and vent about a couple of things. And this weekend suck. Maybe I'll do it again.
This weekend suck, and boy, did it suck. You know what? Unless you're the U.S. men's team, the U.S. men's team in the World Cup has been doing great. Absolutely a joy to watch.
I'll tell you who had a bad week, but we're going to enjoy the shit out of this real quick clip right here.
Okay.
It happens in a flash, a moment of careless levity quickly taking a turn. Newly released dashcam video shows Pasadena police joking around during an evening shift change in September, when suddenly one pulls his department-issued firearm in a quick draw, appearing to aim it at the driver. Then a bang, gun smoke, cracked glass. The driver accidentally fires through the windshield, wounding a colleague. Officer down, but far from the line of duty.
The shooting resulted from officers engaged in
yeah, I'd love to hear them explain that in passive voice.
Yeah.
A firearm was triggered and was discharged, and it actually, yeah. You mean a cop shot another cop? No. That's
not that. No.
Honestly, considering, I don't know if you've seen that story about that 1-year-old going around, but
oh no.
Fucking cops, man.
I saw the story of the cop who pulled over a woman insisting she was on her cell phone when she only had one arm.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
So you had a cell phone in your right arm. I saw you, and she just holds up the stump.
She's like, "Are you sure you saw what you think you saw?"
Right.
No, sadly, there was a 1-year-old black boy that was, and it is relevant, of course, when it comes to police.
Yep.
Was shot and killed whenever there was someone called on, I think his mother or something, about stolen diapers. And the cop's response had something to do with a gun at all. Is insane.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you think someone stole those diapers, no, you didn't. It's like it. You don't know. Butt the fuck out.
If your life ever consists of seeing someone steal diapers and going, I have to fucking call the police because that's a crime, that's morally wrong.
Unless the diaper thief stabs someone to do it,
or stole them directly from a baby, maybe.
Or took them off of a baby. Like,
Otherwise,
yeah.
babies got to shit, and sometimes diapers are fucking expensive, man.
Yeah.
It's
Kids is expensive. Let's just that business, that Walmart or whatever, is insured. Walmart's gonna be fine. That kid's dead now.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for being on. Glad we could chat a little bit.
Yeah. Catch you later.
I'm gonna check on my son. He was not feeling good earlier. See how he's doing, but I might be back on. So I'm gonna play a video in the meantime.
Cool beans. Take it easy.
Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Here we go. Jaybird, I'm probably still gonna be around for a couple minutes at least. So stick around. I'll be right back.
Distort its target. It just needs to make you see the target clearly for the first time. He held up a mirror to the show, and the reflection was somehow both completely accurate and absolutely absurd.
Radically increase his body mass size to a point where he will be basically the size of, King Kong or something like that. And we will follow him, we will do what he says.
Wow. I think you're right.
That's the thing about great parody. It doesn't need to distort its target. It just needs to make you see the target clearly for the first time. And once you've seen the Joe Rogan Experience through that lens, once you've watched a deliberate parody of it for even 20 minutes,
He doesn't
What
do
is
other
this
shows.
show?
He's
From the spaceship.
That's like his old set. Remember that red one?
Yeah, but is this not his show, or is this from his show?
If
Maybe
he
he's on
redid
the
his
road.
set, then this is a new.
What if this is AI?
This is new to me. I
That's what he's
assume he's
doing.
on this guy's show, the guy on the right.
And then the second question is, who's this guy?
What's more virgin than a computer?
it becomes genuinely hard to go back and watch the real thing without hearing Tim's.
All right. Yep. I am getting the F out of here. I'm going to hang out with my boy, watch some cartoon that he wants me to see. And, as always, just kind of keep this in mind, I guess.
To keep getting the tax cuts, to keep getting the subsidies, to keep getting the favorable contracts, he will always slurp them nuts from the back, bro. And here's Jeff Bezos. Slurp City, son. Slurp City going, oh, he's actually more mature. He's actually kind of brilliant. He's actually a genius. He actually has slimmed down quite a bit. His dick is looking mighty thick these days, bro. I mean, he's got a big old schlong. That guy right there, that's a special guy right there. Oh, my word. The way Capital always fucking caves to the fascists is so disturbing. So disturbing.
For those of you that are fans of Kyle Kulinski, I'm working on, it's going to be a while because I'm doing it slowly, but I'm collecting clips of him saying shit like that because it's just like over the course of, a couple of years of watching the guy, like almost every video, he's got some moment where he kind of goes the fuck off and says something wild like that. And it cracks me up. And it's, considering how the news typically is and the shitty things that are coming out of it, it's welcome. It's like a nice little laugh, and he's clearly enjoying himself. So I'm going to put together a compilation of stuff like that, and it should be pretty fun. So, J-Kung, Jaybird, Grand Theft Autobot. Who else we got? Yanru, weird YouTube name. And all y'all folks. Harrison James, thanks for being here. There's only a few of you, so I can say hi to each one of you. All right, here we go. Yeah. With that in mind, keep this.
Let's shoot protesters in the leg. I want to invoke the Insurrection Act. Let's do that. Let's do another 7 wars. I love wars. Let's bomb more people. Let's steal all the oil and the gold from Venezuela. I love that. Let's carpet bomb a girls' school in Iran. Let's do 17 different massively corrupt schemes where I rob the American people. Let's do all that.